Hey guys, this is the play along video for Sound Innovations, Book 1, page 12. Today we are taking the bow hold that we worked on the pencil, and we are going to move that onto the bow itself. So first thing I want you to do, if you have not yet, please take a moment and go watch these. Oh, we get a cameo by my dog. She'll be snoozing in the background. I want you to go and take a look at the Sound Innovations video about setting the right hand onto the bow. And then come back here once we are ready for that. So now we're going to talk through this in our way. First thing we're going to do, we're going to tighten the bow by turning the adjusting screw. Turn the screw clockwise, and to tighten it, counterclockwise to loosen it. What you should see as it tightens, to make sure you're going the correct direction, you should see the space between the hair and the stick getting bigger. So what we're looking for is between the hair and the stick, that space should be about the width of a pencil. Once you're there, don't tighten it further. It should still have a nice curve downward toward the stick. And then you'll be ready to go with that. Now, before we even mess with the bow, get your pencil back out. Let's do a quick refresher. Pencil is held in the left hand, eraser's out here. The eraser, by the way, is mimicking the adjusting screw. So, all four fingers overlap. They all hang over. Straighten your wrist. Tip everything just a little bit to let the pinky be up top. Round thumb goes under the second finger. Round, round, everything round. This works great, and remember this little exercise, this works great because there's no weight to the pencil. Very important. That lets us have this nice round pinky. That helps us have a nice round thumb. Biggest problems that I will spend the next 2 years with you looking for will look like this. That straight pinky, not good. We want that pinky to be nice and relaxed and round. Other one is, and you can't see it super well, straight thumb. Straight thumb is tight, not good. Keep that nice round thumb. They will straighten out if you press too hard with any finger, which is why we're going to do this now. I set the pencil down. And we're going to do this with the bow. So using two hands, hold the bow in the middle with the hair facing the floor and form a good bow hold in the middle of the bow. Also, I want you to have, hair facing the floor, frog to your right, tip to your left. So you're going to form that good bow hold again. All four fingers overlap. Nice straight wrist. Roll the whole apparatus over, pinky down, and then touch the thumb to the underside of the stick. Please notice that my left hand is still engaged. If I put the weight of the bow in the right hand, I automatically have to press too hard. I don't want to press hard. That creates all the problems. I want it to be nice and relaxed. So I can check, it's nice and round. It's nice and round. I'm just looking at mine now. That's how you don't have to show yours to a camera. So now we're set. Let's do it one more time. All 4 fingers overlap. Straight wrist. Roll everything over to put the pinky up top. Nice round thumb underneath the second finger. The right hand is just set on there. The left hand is holding the bow. Now what we're going to do is we're going to slide the whole thing down until the thumb is right beside the frog. Not in the middle of the frog. There's a little slot there, and some of you are going to be tempted to just like jam your thumb through that slot. Do not do it. If I take everything else away and I show you just where the thumb touches, it's there. It's on the stick between the frog and the grip. Sometimes the grip's a little closer and it might be on the grip, but it's right next to the frog. So the side of my thumb touches the frog, but not the tip of my thumb. Everybody else is overlapping. Pinky's up top. Everything's relaxed. The weight of the bow is in my left hand. I do not want to see anybody holding their bow horizontal like this with only their left hand or only their right hand. That will destroy your bow hold. Don't do it. If you want to hold it like this vertically, that's okay. It's not my favorite. It's okay. But when you're going to go back down, you've got to hold the weight in the left hand. The bow hand sets on top. It does not hold the thing up. So you can do rocking it back and forth using the first finger. That's okay. They like to make you do this in the Sound Innovations book. So one more time all together. All the fingers overlap. Everybody's dangling their feet in the pool. Straighten the wrist. Roll everything over to put the pinky up top. Round thumb touches very lightly under the middle finger. Slide it all down. Prop it up. Should be nice and relaxed. Everything round. And then we can rock it back and forth a little bit. Good. So, take some moments. Make sure you're clear on where everybody goes. Make sure that you're paying attention to, are all of these muscles included in the idea of it, are they all relaxed? They can be a little firm, but they should not be tight. Set the bow hold. It's here. So, what's the difference then when we put it onto the instrument? We can make some preliminary sounds. When we put it onto the instrument, still, the weight of the bow is not, I'm not holding the bow up with my right hand. If I take almost everything away, it still just stays there. It tips over onto the string, but it still just stays sitting there. So it's not going to fall to the floor. It's going to land on the instrument. So the weight of the bow is on the instrument. It's balanced on the instrument. From there, then, I don't have to put any extra weight into it. I can just pull the weight of the bow across the string. And I can still get a pretty good sound. Again, notice I'm holding it vertically and not horizontally. Okay, very important. So let's do a few. This is going to be on the D string. Just make some sound. Concentrating, though. Make some sound concentrating on keeping the pinky round and relaxed, the thumb round and relaxed, and every bit of this relaxed. This is not going to be the right motion necessarily yet, but we're working toward it. Play 4 notes with me. 1, 2, ready, go. Good. Now, we don't want to do too much in any one day as we're starting to learn the bow. If there are so many little pieces of technique that go into it that if we try to do too much at once, it can be really problematic. So, first, we did just the shape. Now, we did just the shape, but not on the pencil, but on the instrument, on the bow. And took the thought of, okay, how we're shaping things, but also now, okay, how we're shaping things and what that relationship is to the weight of the bow and where the weight of the bow lives. The weight of the bow either has been in my left hand or vertically aligned, so that kind of spreads it across the fingers, or on the instrument. I'm going to talk about why we don't do it this way. As soon as I started doing this hold, all of the muscles over here, and they're all what contributes to my pinky's strength, all of these muscles over here immediately tightened up. Because I have to push with the pinky or the tip falls. I don't want to push with the pinky. Pushing with the pinky tightens the muscles. Tight muscles are bad. They will not help you. So we got to keep the weight here. This I can still be pretty relaxed. This I can't. It automatically stiffens up. So if you hold your bow like this and you go, always happens in class. Mr. Wilson, is this right? I don't care how good your bow hold looks. If you're holding it with only your right hand and it's horizontal, no, it's not right. Because you're adding tension to hold it up. And tension is bad. We can't see the tension. It's not a visual thing. But we know it's there because it has to be. Or else holding it horizontal, it would tip. We don't want it to tip down. So we have to hold it with the other hand. And then make it look good. Now, a lot of this is going to be you looking at your own hand and assessing and saying, compare it to what Mr. Wilson's hand looks like. Is it the same? And if it is, awesome. If it isn't, what's different? What can you change? Is your pinky straight? If it is, you got to curve it. The difference between a straight pinky, which pushes down, and this pinky is, I'm just barely touching. Just barely touching. That's a very important idea. So we will always continue to have lots of conversations about our bow hold, but make sure that everybody is just ever so lightly touching. These 3 hang over with their feet dangling in the pool. This guy's up top. Thumb is under the middle finger and nice and round. No straight, no angles, nice round. And we're going to continue on then on the bottom of the page with 2 more songs that are just using notes from the D major scale. Remember the notes that we've used thus far: D, first finger E, second finger F sharp, third finger G, open A string, first finger B, second finger C sharp, third finger D. I'm out of tune. So, first, look at Good King Wenceslas. It's like I believe a Czech folk song, often performed around Christmas. What's the first note? G. What fingering is that G? 3 fingers on the D string. So going through the first 2 measures, which, by the way, each line repeats. So each line is the same. G, 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 A, G, G, D. The first 2 measures only has G as a note with fingers. Everything else is open strings. What's the next note? It's 1 up from the D. So sequentially gets us to E. E, D, E, F sharp, G, G. Good. Pause if you need to, and let's play it together. Set our good playing posture. Feet flat, knees over your heels. Nice tall. Onto the shoulder with the shoulder rest so that it's good and secure here. Find that G. 1, 2, 3 fingers. Should sound like this. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. How was that for you? Did you count the rests properly? Did you find the fingerings properly? Each of those components is its own separate little skill that we bring all to bear at the same time. So if you have questions, please make sure that you ask specific questions. Let's try one more time. One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. Our last piece for today is Dayenu. This is a Hebrew folk song. And we're going to be crossing back and forth from the D string to the A string, D string to the A string. Take a look at the first line. We start with that F sharp, 2 fingers on the D string, then we go to the A string. Back to the G to the D string, 3 finger G. F sharp again. I hope you notice that the first 2 measures and the second 2 measures, so that measures 1 and 2 are the exact same as measures 3 and 4. Then we're going to do a lot of jumps here. F sharp, A, E, G, F sharp, A, E, G, F sharp, E, D. Definitely pause and take a moment to make sure you're ready with this. I'm going to play it one time. I want you to follow along, finger along on the instrument. Then I want you to pause, make sure you're ready, and then we'll play it together twice. So this is the first time. This is just me. One, two, three, four. A, B, A, G, F sharp, A, B, A, G, F sharp, A, E, G, F sharp, A, E, G, F sharp, E, D, 2, 3, 4. Pause now, make sure you're ready, and we'll play it together twice. All right, here we go. 2 times through together. Dayenu, this is more difficult. Be patient with yourself. Nice tall position. Starts on F sharp, so walk up the D string. D, E, F sharp. 2 fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. A, B, A, G, F sharp, A, B. 1, 3, 2, open. 1, 3, 2, rest. 1, rest, open, rest, rest, rest. Good. Pause if you need to polish something up, and let's play it together one more time. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. Take what time you need to make sure that you're playing those things well. And I'll see you next time. Thanks, guys.